Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. You're doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this night. Now I got you. It's the 8th April. I got you again. It's the 8th July 2025. Today we're talking about a series called Drumroll Please. No, you can do better than that. Can I have a drumroll please? Is that too much to ask? Today we are talking about a series called Zom 100. I know what you're saying, Ink. You didn't even finish Squid Game, bro. Yeah, but I watched Squid Game 3 seasons in one show. And then please take a break. So today we're watching a show called Zom 100, which is actually a show that I've already watched, and I hated it. The reason why I hated it was because it was way too childish. It was way too kiddie. It wasn't something that I enjoyed watching. Now, I'll be completely honest, Zom is really good. I'm just used to things like Walking Dead, things like that are super fucking dark. So when it came to a show that was a bit more childish, I was like, no, you know what? I don't like it. At the same time, it's an anime, so it should be a lot more. Oh, guys, look at the moon here. Look at the moon. You're too hot. You're too fucking hot, dude. Give me a quick second, guys. It won't be long. It will not be long. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Filming a video, filming a tower, with a quick video of, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? A special video of the moon on this 8th, July 2025. Look at this shit. And it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous behind a cloud. The moon is super there. We love it. It's lovely. So, hope you enjoyed. There you go. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, because the phone is too hot, because we're playing the tower, and we're doing a lot at the same time. So I'm gonna play the tower. So yeah, so Zom was a bit more childish, and then we started watching Zom for the exact reason. Okay, the truth is, I saw an edit of the intro, and it was really fun. Like, okay, well, I want to give Zom another try, and I gotta say, Zom is fucking phenomenal. There's a couple of reasons as to why it's so fucking good. Because it's a guy that sees the apocalypse, but sees also an opportunity to redo his life, which I don't think a lot of people do. So I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be doing a review. I like to do reviews of 2 episodes. Now the reality is, this is a show that is 20 minutes long, so a lot more easy to. There's so many fucking mosquito. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the 2 episodes. First of all, this guy battery is actually pretty low, pretty fucking low. So yeah, I swear a lot, don't I? It's apocalypse, baby. So the battery is pretty low. I should do it. Good. I'm gonna check out if you're at 5%. That's good. Okay, so what I do when I do a review, I just take notes. However, the notes in themselves aren't great, because more of the time I'm like, okay, well, I didn't do it today. I didn't do it this day, but after I do the review 1 week after, and then the note doesn't make any sense. We watched Zom. We watched it today. Now, what I mean today, I went to sleep at 4 yesterday. We woke up at 11 p.m. So I watched it at 12:30. It is now 9:40. So we watched the first season. The first season is 13 episodes, which is actually really good, because there are 14. Oh, it's charging well. It's 13. It's 4 episodes per hour, including 1.5. So it's about 3 hours. 4 hours and 20. But then you're doing it 1.5, so it's about 2 hours and 45 minutes or something. The very first thing that you see with Zom 100 is, and what I love about Zom is the graphics. They're super nice. Fuck your gore zombie. They're colorful. They're nice. It's a very interesting scene. You see you're seeing it's actually really well. Actually really cool. You're seeing a sky, a plane. I'm so sorry, in the sky, and the plane in the sky is filming the city, and the ravage or the damage that the zombie did. Now we have our main character, which is Akira. Akira is a dude that works so fucking hard. And it's such a wonderful thing. Now, I'm going to repeat myself because I already talked about this in a video where I talk about why is Zombie 100 so cool. Um, there's a common trope in the zombies. If you see movies like Walking Dead, if you see movies like 28 Days Later, the main character is gonna be in a coma. What that does is this allows you to miss like the beginning of the zombie apocalypse, and you're in the middle of it. Now, Akira, what he does is he's so busy with work that he don't even realize that there's a zombie apocalypse. He doesn't even realize it. And when he does realize it, it's too late. It already happened. So this is a great way of entering a zombie apocalypse. And you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna discover the character in, but also it is actually a really cool thing because this is a showcase of Japan. I think it's Japan. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if it's not. If it is, I fucking knew it, bro. If it isn't, I'm sorry. So then, what ended up happening is they go to Japan and they show the laws, like overworked, there's no break, they're taking advantage of you. You're working in a cubicle. And that's your whole world. From 9 to 9, you're working in a cubicle and better not complain. So this is actually a really cool. And what I like the most is Akira. He's shown in the beginning. I'm gonna tell you, this is possibly the best anime that I've watched 2025, 2024. To be completely honest, I love it. So they show some very cool scene. For example, we show a young Akira that is hopeful. And it's like, you know what? I absolutely love this company. I love my job. I love the company. I want to work here. Now then, what happened is you realize the company is not good, and he's kind of stuck there, right? And the first thing that you see is how sad he is, and you see the bosses and how nice they are to him, and then really soon you got the whole thing that is kind of shitty. He falls in love with a girl, but the girl is also getting abused because the boss is like, hey, guess what? You're mine, and you don't have a choice. But it's actually really cool because in the beginning you actually see that the character is actually a cool guy, and he has this dream, and then you realize that no, this is not a dream, this is a fucking nightmare, right? And then when the zombie apocalypse starts, the first thing that he has to say, right, is that's the craziest thing. Look how nicely it's done. You see the people how tired they are, but you also see them sleeping beneath their desk. Sorry, it's actually super cool. You see the boss, right, which is kind of like a shitty person, and this is gonna be an important characters. You see the people on caffeine and they're smoking, very unhealthy. They're killing themselves at work. It's just a super shitty thing. So he goes home and then you see that there's fucking zombie, right? And what is kind of nice is you literally see him lose his mind. You see this? He's drawing it's like nonsense. He's losing his fucking mind. So zombie apocalypse actually is a day of freedom for him. So it's like, holy shit, this is great. I don't have to go to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to fucking work. You know? And this is kind of cool because we see zombies. And this is your very first sign of zombies. Now, Zom 100 does something very special. They do zombies, they do it creepy, but then they do it with color. So instead of, look at this, gory, and the color change. Now, what I think personally is the zombies are fucking gory. I think we're seeing the reality through Akira, which is the main character's eyes. So because you see them that way, we see them that way, and we basically don't see them in any other ways. So this is kind of cool. Then he runs away. He makes it home. He makes it to a safe place. He's safe, and he says, "You know what? I'm actually good." And the first thing that he does, and this is a powerful scene, goes to the roof, and he celebrates. He celebrates being happy. And you see the zombie in the background. So like, okay, guess what? I'm gonna start doing what I want. The first thing he wants to do is buy beer, drink beer, and do whatever he needs to do. So this is actually really fucking cool. The first thing that he does, which is kind of a badass moment, is he goes to his boss, and he quits. Now you see is the girl that he liked, which is the boss side bitch, and he sees her turning into a zombie. The first thing that he does, which is kind of cool, and this is really well made. So the boss is an asshole. He doesn't mind killing him. The girl, he likes her, and that's when he's not able to kill her, which shows that Zom, the thing that he does the best, and again, I'm gonna be such an asshole for saying that, and I hope I'm not bothering anybody by saying that, but the thing that Zom does the best is taking tropes and knowledge we have about zombies. Zom 100 is not original. It's just one of the other zombie show. However, the way he does it is actually quite interesting. The way he does it, the way they portray the character, the way they portray the zombies is really cool. And then you can make an anime out of that. The first anime that I saw like that was High School of the Dead, which was good but not great. Zombie is better. Zombie is way better, and it does things in a very similar way to a lot of the zombie shows. However, it does its things in its own. For example, the guy is so hopeful. The guy has a shitty life. Now, it's important because it shows Japan underbelly, which is the horrible work law. So what he does is he says like, "Yo, I'm gonna start making a thing," and then he starts drinking beer and day drinking, and he's fucking happy. The first episode ends with him making the lists. Now, the second episode is one of my favorites, which is super nice. Bucket List of the Dead. So he works on a list and what he wants to do, right? And then the first thing, he's so fucking happy because he doesn't have to go to work, which is kind of sad because at the same time it's how much he hated that job. And I think one of the worst thing that he does is he's trapped and he doesn't know what to do, right? And then his best friend, which is a spoiler, his best friend tells him, "Oh, I got this amazing job, and I love this job, and I love this job, and I love this job." So then, the main character, which is Akira, he's like, "Holy shit, I have a shitty job." But then the other guy also have a shitty job, so it's a lie. Why is that important? Well, because Akira believes that his job is shitty because other people have a better job. That's the only reason why. He feels really good. You see the live, you see how much zombie are destroying everything. At the same time, there's a really cool feeling, and it's a really shitty feeling, but a really cool feeling at the same time. Akira sees people suffering, and he sees that the zombie are taking over. And he's like, "Dude, I don't have to worry about that. I actually don't have to worry about shit. I know the situation is bad, but here I am. I'm safe. Here I am. I can actually do anything that I want and anything that I need to, which is great." You know? So, in his whole, like, nightmare, he's pretty good. We're seeing the fridge, and he's seeing that it's empty. It's like, "Holy shit, I have to do a beer run." Which is kind of cool. Now, one of the coolest things that he does is he leaves and he sees a neighbor, and this is actually a quite important scene. So the neighbors at their door, there's a lot of zombies. There's a shit ton of zombies, and they're afraid. They're afraid. They're afraid. So this is to portray how people react. Akira is euphoric because he has a chance at life. He has a chance at freedom. Most people don't have that, and even if they did, they don't see that. It's like, "Holy shit, the world's going to end," right? So he goes down and see the neighbors and they're afraid. And then the neighbors tell him, "Hey, yo, come with us, we'll keep you safe." And it's like, "Nah, I got shit to do, I got a bucket list." Now, the cool thing with this scene is later on, the neighbor gets eaten. It's kind of implied that if he went with them, he would have been eating. Now, there's a much more important scene than that. So, the neighbors are super important. The neighbor could have saved Akira, however, they got killed themselves. They would have killed him. We meet another character, which is super important. She's part of the party. She's one of the most important member. Out of the first season, there's 4 characters that we like. I don't know their name. I'm sorry, because I watched the show today, so it's pretty new to me. When I said I watched it the first time, I did watch it the first time, but I stopped after episode 7 or 8. So yeah, so she comes in and she says, "Bro, you're fucking stupid. You're risking your life for toilet paper." And the worst thing is, the toilet paper that he bought is for the neighbor. It's like, "You're fucking dumb." So she tells them, "You're not gonna survive." And then you go back to the neighbors and they're killed. So this is to show him, "Yo, you're dealing with death," which is actually kind of cool. See, Akira, because he's working a lot, doesn't really know people, doesn't really have friends, and because he doesn't really have friends, doesn't really care if he dies, when people dies. I know it's horrible to say, but still. Now we're seeing something that is really cool. We're seeing a bicycle with a camera. Now the reason why this is important is because it's the survivor camera. So she's super fucking important. Look at her. Super important. Super important because she's already here and she's a survivor. Now her character is actually quite nice. Her character, spoiler, she's the daughter of a dude that was super abusive and wanted her to make his choice. I mean, the same way, listen at the Eden. So he's super abusive, which kind of sucks. Then she meet him. She's like, "Yo," he's like, "Yo, she's kind of cute. Let me get your number." And it's like, "You're fucking stupid. I'm not gonna get your number. You're gonna die, right?" Now the craziest thing that happened here is he proved that we're seeing things through Akira's eye. There's a car that comes in. Correction. So the zombie enters the store because Akira didn't lock the door. So they come into the store. And by the end of, oh shit. Give me a quick second, guys. I'm gonna have to close soon, guys, because my other phone, the battery is dead. So yeah, I'm gonna have to close very soon. We'll finish this though, right? And the coolest thing is, he sees a girl and she sees him as kind of a badass. Now the important part here, the really important part is, she goes in the store and she hears a car horn, which means that she knows there's a car coming. She saved Akira's life. He doesn't hear it. He doesn't hear the horn, which proves that we're watching him because we don't hear as the viewer the horn. So Akira goes back to the house. He sees that his neighbors are fucking dead. Like, oh shit, that could have been me, right? Then he realized how small his list is. He's like, I really starts living. I think the part of that which is important is because you see that mortality is a possibility. So it's like, I don't know if I can survive. I can survive 3 months, 4 months. I don't know. We had the first mention of his father. His father's actually a super characters, important character, because he comes in and his father is like, "Yo, you're kind of a piece of shit," right? And he's hard on his son. So the fact that the father is there, the son the whole time, Akira the whole time, trying to make his dad proud, which is kind of important because this is what motivates him. His dad being such a hard ass on him, pushed Akira to actually want to live a better life, and because he pushed him so hard, I check that it's charging. It's not really charging. Fuck. Okay, just hurry. I have time. Just calm down. You're gonna be okay. Relax. You're good. And so the father being there is actually super important. We're seeing the apartment of the girl. Now, what is kind of cool is because she is super important, the characters, and we see him, his life. It's a really nice transition in between her life and his life. The first thing that she does is she listens to the radio, which works with batteries. So even if there's a power outage, she's good. The really cool thing also here is she watches the news. We're seeing that she has books and movies of zombies. This is the important part. So you can, she'll talk about that later on. She'll be like, yo, I watched so many movies of zombies, right? This is important. We see that she has a lot of vitamins. She has zinc, she has iron, protein. She has everything that she needs to survive, which she actually take care of. And it's kind of important because they're both living there. And it's a case of who makes the better of the situation, right? So she started doing some data, she's filming. It's super important. Goes to the store, she shop, and we're seeing Akira, we're seeing the same scene. We're seeing her. Now, the coolest thing is we're seeing his shopping cart, and we're seeing hers. Hers is filled with water and food, and him is filled with beer. So we're also seeing she gonna see him and she doesn't know how to feel. She's like, oh, this guy's gonna die. And I think she's afraid of getting attached to him because he's gonna die. But she sees like, you're not gonna survive. But then she still save him, which is kind of cool. Again, such a good character. And it's the complete opposite. She has no hope, but she knows how to survive. This guy has every single hope, but doesn't know how to survive. You know? So then, you're seeing even more zombie movies, which kind of prove that she is watching stuff. And she thinks about the guy a lot, which is cool. Well, Akira, I have to go in. So sorry for that, but I'll continue tomorrow. Anyway, no, I can talk a little bit more. Let's enjoy our time. just a good show. The fact that she's thinking about him is because at first she doesn't survive, right? And the small meeting that they had, Akira was able to convince her like, yo, you're more life than just surviving. And she questioned herself. See, for example, her, I don't remember her name, I'm so sorry. But one of the nicest things that she does, the nicest thing of the show, is that the whole time she's about surviving, right? But for her, surviving was a couple of things. For her, surviving was, okay, well, guess what? I need food, I need protein, I need vitamins, I need to gather data. The gather data is super cool. She has a map, and she's like, okay, well, this is the zone that I should avoid. I should avoid this zone, I should avoid this zone, I should avoid this zone. And then what she does, which is also super cool, is she is really informant. She survived on her own. She could have survived a long time, but then when she see Akira, she's like, okay, I cannot stop thinking about this guy. Why? He's an asshole. He's a dumbass. But because she realized that she might not be able to survive on her own. She might get lonely. Now, the question that she's asking herself: do I take care of him or not? Why is that so important? Well, because see, Akira, if we're seeing the life in his eyes, we kind of want him to survive. He's actually a really cool character. He's joyful. He's a good dude. He's helpful. Really nice guy, and he's kind of like a dumbass, kind of like Izuku Midoriya in the first one. He's weak, but he wants to protect people. Um, so yeah, so we kind of like him. We want him to survive. So all of that is important because, and it's so fucking stupid when you think about it, but it makes sense. We don't at first we don't care if she survive. She's a nobody. We don't know her, and when our main character is like, hey, wanna chill together? She's like, no, fuck you. So we're like, okay, well, go fuck yourself. I don't like her. At the same time, though, she knows how to survive, and if Akira gets her to be his friends, he has a much better chance at survival. You're talking about shit like Walking Dead, right? And I hate talking about this, but again, it's zombie trope. Think about a guy like Rick Grimes who knows how to survive. He knows how to survive, and he can get around anything and everything. And then talk about a character like, I don't know, like fucking. Think about Glenn. Glenn was a great survivor. Think about another person like Merle, the brother of Daryl, not a great survivor. Think about a guy like Urshel, not a great survivor, but too trusting. You know, you need people to survive, and you need them to lead. She's a really cool character. Like there's four characters. There's her, there's the main character. There's the best friend of the character, the one that lies about his job being amazing. And the third one, which is she's a German girl that likes the Japanese culture, and it's kind of cool because Akira is the leader, she's a survivor. The other guy is super athletic, super strong, and she is a fighter. So they all have something, and that's pretty much it. So Zom 100 done. Love the fucking show.